Good evening and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Let's get to you the day's top headlines. Government committed to provide reservations in jobs for SCs and STs. Union Minister Thawarchand Gehlot makes statement on Supreme Court ruling. Tells both houses that top court's order pertains to 2012 decision of the Congress government in Uttarakhand. Centre accuses opposition of politicizing the issue. Rajya Sabha members start discussion on the Union Budget 2020-21. Members from various parties give suggestions on the general budget. Discussion on budget also continues in Lok Sabha. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman likely to reply to the debate tomorrow. Supreme Court upholds constitutional validity of the Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Amendment Act 2018. Bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra says Act does not provide for anticipatory bail to the accused, preliminary inquiry or FIR not essential, approval of senior police officials also not required. Coronavirus kills more than 900 people in China. Chinese government plans to isolate Shanghai, Chongqing and areas of Beijing. India taking all necessary precautions as well as testing, says Union Health Minister Dr. HARSHVARDHAN in Lok Sabha. Assures the centre is closely monitoring the situation. And all preparations completed for the counting of votes in Delhi. Tight security at 21 counting centres in 11 districts. Counting of votes to start at 8 a.m. tomorrow. The Union government has reiterated its commitment to uphold reservation for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Thawarchand Gehlot, gave a statement in both Houses of Parliament on Monday regarding the recent decision of the Supreme Court in the matter of reservation for promotion in government jobs. The Minister told Rajya Sabha that the Union government was not a party in this matter, nor did the Supreme Court ask the centre to file an affidavit in the case.
यहाँ यह स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूं कि इस मामले में न तो भारत सरकार को कभी पक्षकार बनाया गया और न ही भारत सरकार से शपथ पत्र मांगा गया। उक्त मामला एसएलपी उत्तराखंड सरकार के द्वारा दिनांक 5 सितंबर 2012 में लिए गए निर्णय के कारण उत्पन्न हुआ है, जिससे उत्तराखंड में प्रमोशन में रिजर्वेशन नहीं लागू करने का निर्णय लिया था। यहाँ यह उल्लेख करना उचित होगा कि 2012 में उत्तराखंड में कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार थी। हमारी सरकार अनुसूचित जाति, अनुसूचित जनजाति एवं पिछड़ा वर्ग के कल्याण के लिए समर्पित और प्रतिबद्ध है। इस विषय पर उच्च स्तरीय विचार के बाद भारत सरकार समुचित कदम उठाएगी।
Several opposition parties appealed to the government to file a review petition in the Supreme Court in the case. They also appealed that the reservation issue be brought under the 9th schedule of the Constitution.
मैं सरकार से यही निवेदन करूंगा कि वो तुरंत केंद्रीय सरकार कैबिनेट की मीटिंग कर ले और उसमें तय कर लें कि वो मूव करेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट को और उसे रिव्यू के लिए भेजें और इसे विड्रॉ करें।
कि आप सिर्फ ये वक्तव्य दे करके अपना पीछा छुड़ाना चाहते हैं या आप कोई स्टैंड लेंगे या आपकी नीयत भी वही है जो आपने कांग्रेस के लिए कहा है।
So we urge the government to immediately file a review petition and to give an assurance to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and the backward community that the reservations will not be forfeited.
अगर कानूनी पदक्षेप नहीं संभव है तो ये सरकार तो बहुत सारे ऑर्डिनेंस कभी भी लाते हैं,
तो एक ऑर्डिनेंस लाके इसको रद्द करने का कोशिश करेगा कि नहीं।
जो अनुसूचित जाति, जनजाति, पिछड़े वर्ग और आर्थिक रूप से गरीब वर्ग है, उनके आरक्षण पे किसी प्रकार का कोई डायरेक्शन इसमें नहीं है, वो आरक्षण सुरक्षित है। पहला विषय। दूसरा विषय ये है कि जो क्वांटिफाइबल, जो डाटा के लिए जो मैंडामस का विषय है, उस तक ये जजमेंट लिमिटेड है।
Several union ministers assured the House that the government was serious on this matter.
मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि घबराने की कोई बात नहीं है। हमारी सरकार है, नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार है, कोई सरकार आरक्षण को खत्म नहीं कर सकती है और इस आरक्षण को कायम रखने के लिए जो भी करना होगा सरकार क्या कहते हैं करेगी। हम इस सदन को क्या कहते हैं कि हम विश्वास दिलाना चाहते हैं।
Rajya Sabha members also began discussion on the union budget on Monday. Initiating the discussion, Congress MP and former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram raised questions on GST. He said the government should openly discuss it. Also participating in the debate, BJP MP Arun Singh said that the budget has provisions worth 2,83,000 crore rupees. Several other members also participated in the debate. Let's listen in.
The hurried implementation of a flawed GST. The design was wrong, the rates were wrong, the structure was wrong, the procedures were wrong, and the system was unprepared. That was another monumental blunder. But that is in the past. At least in the future, when we point out mistakes of this government must have an open mind to debate it with us, and if it is a mistake, admit yes, perhaps we have made a mistake. The second problem with this government is it's living in denial.
किसान के लिए ऐतिहासिक रूप से उस सेक्टर में 2,83,000 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान इस बजट में रखा गया, जो ये ऐतिहासिक है। इसके साथ साथ किसानों की आमदनी दोगुनी कैसी हो। पहले की भी सरकारें होती थी, वो कहती थी हमारे किसानों की हम चिंता करते हैं, लेकिन किसान की चिंता कभी करते नहीं थे। बजट में किसानों के लिए कुछ होता नहीं था, लेकिन किसान की आमदनी दोगुनी कैसे हो, इसके लिए सरकार ने 16 पॉइंट एक्शन पॉइंट लेकर के, ठोस 16 लेकर के आए हैं। किसानों के उत्पादन में वृद्धि है, वृद्धि के साथ साथ किसानों का जो उत्पादन हो उसको ढंग से ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हो, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के बाद उनका उत्पादन जो उसकी बिक्री हो, बिक्री के बाद उनके पास उनका पैसा मिले पूरा का पूरा। इसके माध्यम से ही 2 गुना किसानों की आमदनी हो सकती है।
Increased to 10% in November 2019 as compared to 7.9% in October 2019, mainly due to increase in inflation of cereals, milk, products, oils, fats, vegetable, pulses, spices, sugar and confectionery. These materials are being used to all household in India, may it be in the village, may it be in the urban area. This is the situation.
Now, my humble submission would be the aspirational India. Now our Honorable Prime Minister has created the awareness among all the citizens of India regarding the Indian economy. That is a greatest achievement. This Jan Dhan Yojana, the bank account opening process, that has empowered the poor, illiterate Indians. They now came to understand that one must have a banking account, then only they can get the benefits, they can prosper. That is, in the economic terms, that is called financial inclusion. I think the creating awareness is real empowerment, economic empowerment of Indian citizens.
कि खपत का लेवल 10% डाउन हुआ, तो ये तो खतरे की घंटी। और इस चीज को लेके अगर हम आश्वस्त रहना चाहेंगे तो धोखा हो जाएगा। इस देश की आबादी 130 करोड़ लगभग क्रॉस कर रही और 85% आबादी नौजवानों की है जिन्हें काम चाहिए।
The deficits figures have not been very encouraging. There is a 0.9% factoring in to be done because of the off-budget borrowings. There is a need to decrease this dependence in future. The inflation has to be looked at carefully because I don't know whether it is a green shoot in the demand or actually there is a problem of stagflation.
The 15th Finance Commission punish all the South Indian states, especially except Tamil Nadu, and that punishment is especially on Kerala because of the successful population measures that the state had implemented, and also for the social development that the state of Kerala had made.
HRD Minister RAMESH NISHANK informed Lok Sabha on Monday that outsiders were behind the alleged molestation of students at the all-women Gargi College in Delhi. Replying to a question raised by Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi during question hour, the HRD minister said the government was aware of the incident and that the administration of the institute has been directed to take appropriate action.
संज्ञान में आए हैं, वो छात्र नहीं थे, कहीं बाहर के लोग वहाँ घुसे थे, वो भी ठीक नहीं है, इसलिए उस कॉलेज के प्रशासन को पूछा गया कि इसमें ध्यान दें। जहाँ तक जो बच्चे का तनाव है और उसकी समस्याओं का विषय, हम लोगों ने दीक्षारंभ ये कार्यक्रम शुरू किया है श्रीमान, चाहे वो उच्च शिक्षा में हो चाहे तकनीकी शिक्षा में हो। इस साल से जो ये कार्यक्रम हमने दीक्षारंभ का शुरू किया है उसमें अद्भुत प्रकार की जो है रिजल्ट आए हैं और कोई भी घटना घटती है तो उसके लिए कड़े से कड़े प्रावधान किए हैं।
Health Minister HARSHVARDHAN said on Monday that the country is well prepared to deal with the novel coronavirus threat. Speaking on the issue in Lok Sabha, Dr. HARSHVARDHAN said all necessary precautions are being taken and the government is keeping a close watch on the situation. He also added that the government has constituted a panel to monitor the coronavirus situation. He also informed the House that the Health Ministry is closely monitoring and also reviewing the situation on a daily basis. Until now, 1,118 flights have been screened.
हमारे देश में केरल से अब तक 3 पॉजिटिव मामलों की रिपोर्ट आई है। इन सभी मामलों का वुहान चीन से यात्रा का इतिहास है। इन्हें अलग रखा गया है और इन्हें नैदानिक रूप से स्थिर बताया गया है। इस महामारी की बढ़ती हुई घटना को देखते हुए न केवल स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्र द्वारा बल्कि सभी सरकारी क्षेत्रों द्वारा ठोस प्रयास किए जाने की आवश्यकता है। इस रोग को फैलने से रोकने और सीमित रखने हेतु भारत सरकार ने अनेक कार्य प्रारंभ किए हैं। मैं स्थिति की प्रतिदिन समीक्षा कर रहा हूं। स्थिति पर निगरानी रखने के लिए मेरी अध्यक्षता में एक मंत्री समूह का गठन किया गया है, जिसमें विदेश मंत्री, नागर विमानन मंत्री एवं गृह राज्य मंत्री, नौवहन राज्य मंत्री और स्वास्थ्य तथा परिवार कल्याण राज्य मंत्री शामिल हैं। भारत सरकार ने भारत में नोवल कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण के फैलने के खतरे के नियंत्रण के लिए कई अन्य उपाय भी किए हैं।
And the government on Monday introduced the Institute of Teaching and Research in Ayurveda Bill in Lok Sabha. The bill seeks to confer the status of institution of national importance to a cluster of Ayurveda institutions in Gujarat.
पुनर्स्थापित करने की अनुमति प्रदान की जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य विरोध में ना कहें, मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में व हाँ वालों के पक्ष में अनुमति प्रदान की जाती है। माननीय मंत्री जी, अब विधेयक पुनर्स्थापित करें।
On a day, the government reiterated its commitment to uphold reservation of the SCs and STs. The issue of granting quota and promotions and filling up of such vacancies meant for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes also came up before the Supreme Court. Appearing for the Maharashtra government, senior advocate Indra Jaisingh submitted before a bench headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde that promotions have been made in unreserved categories of government employees in the state. However, promotions have not been granted in reserved categories for SC and ST employees. A similar argument was advanced by senior advocate P.S. Patwalia on behalf of the Jharkhand government, saying that promotions are being granted to employees of general category, but the government was unable to do the same in case of reserved category SC/ST employees. The top court said it would accord hearing in the matter after 2 weeks. And the Supreme Court on Monday upheld the constitutional validity of Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Amendment Act of 2018. The judgment was delivered by a bench comprising Justice Arun Mishra, Justice Vineet Saran and Justice Ravindra Bhatt. The bench had earlier reserved its judgment on the petitions challenging the validity of the SC/ST Amendment Act of 2018. The Apex Court said a preliminary inquiry is not essential before lodging an FIR under the Act, and the approval of senior police officials is also not required. The Act also does not provide for anticipatory bail to the accused being charged with SC/ST Act. Courts can, however, quash FIRs in exceptional circumstances. And time for a short break here, but more news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us.
Watch The Big Picture with me, Frank Rausen Pereira, at 9:30 p.m.
What are some key legislations introduced in Rajya Sabha? Some of the key legislations introduced in Rajya Sabha are the Indecent Representation of Women Bill 1986, the Indian Succession Bill 1991, and the Marriage Laws Bill 1999.
We are 4 million now. Rajya Sabha Television's YouTube channel has 4 million subscribers now. 1 million people have subscribed to our channel in less than 6 months. 6,000 people join our YouTube channel daily. RSTV's YouTube channel has 1 million video views every day. In 2019 alone, Rajya Sabha Television's YouTube channel had 400 million video views. Become a part of RSTV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share our videos. Rajya Sabha Television, marching ahead.
Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. The Supreme Court on Monday said that the anti-CAA protesters who are holding an agitation at Shaheen Bagh since the 15th of December last year cannot block public road and create inconvenience to the others. Hearing petitions seeking the removal of the anti-CAA protesters from Shaheen Bagh, the court observed that people are entitled to protest, but it has to be done in an area identified for agitations, and it cannot be done on a public road or park. A bench comprising Justice S.K. Kaul and Justice K.M. Joseph issued notices to the centre, the Delhi government and also the Delhi police, asking them to respond to the pleas seeking removal of the protesters from Shaheen Bagh and also ensuring smooth traffic flow on the Kalindi Kunj Shaheen Bagh stretch. The matter has been posted for further hearing on the 17th of this month. And let's now get you all the news related to the Delhi Assembly elections. Tight security arrangements have been put in place at various centres across the national capital, where the counting of votes polled in the high-stakes Delhi Assembly elections will take place on Tuesday. The election, largely seen as a battle between the ruling Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, was held on Saturday, sealing the fate of 672 candidates. The Election Commission announced a voter turnout of 62.59%, 5% less than what it was in 2015. Authorities in the Delhi CEO office are gearing up for the counting of votes, and adequate arrangements have been made at the centres spread across 21 locations in the national capital, spanning 11 districts. There will be 33 counting observers.
काउंटिंग के हमारे 21 सेंटर्स हैं और वहाँ पर हर एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी के लिए एक काउंटिंग हॉल होगा. उसमें 10 से 14 टेबल्स होती हैं डिपेंडिंग अपॉन कि वहाँ कितने पोलिंग स्टेशंस हैं, और सुबह 8 बजे 11 तारीख को हमारी काउंटिंग शुरू होगी।
My colleague Anu Diwan in fact took stock of the security situation at one of the counting centers in Delhi. Let's take a look.
Soon after the voting concluded in Delhi, the electronic voting machines were soon escorted to these counting centers. According to Election Commission, in 11 districts of Delhi, 21 counting centers have been set up, providing a multi-layered security of Delhi police as well as the armed security personnel. According to Election Commission, the counting for vote will be starting at 8 AM tomorrow. First of all, ballot counting will be doing, and after that the EVM machines. So results are expected soon in the afternoon tomorrow itself. According to Election Commission, security of Delhi police as well as armed security personnel, more than 200 security personnel will be keeping an eye on the EVM machines. And this time also Delhi witnessed a triangular fight between BJP, Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. And the voting percentage was recorded more than 60% this year. With video journalist Amit Raj, Anu Diwan for Rajya Sabha TV.
Addressing a curtain-raiser press conference on Conference of the Parties on the Conservation of Migratory Species in New Delhi, Environment Minister PRAKASH announced that the upcoming COP13 convention will be held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat from 17th to 22nd of this month.
इसमें अभी तक 1800 लोगों ने रजिस्ट्रेशन किया है, 600 लोग भारत से बाहर से आएंगे, और इसमें जो थीम है वो अतिथि देवो भव के पर निर्भर है. They connect these migratory species, connect the world, and together we would welcome them at home. तो पृथ्वी उनका घर है और किसी भी देश में जाए उनका स्वागत है. एक सभी सृष्टि को हम बता रहे हैं और ये मूल भारतीय मूल्य है.
Chinese President Xi Jinping on Monday toured Beijing to oversee the efforts to contain the coronavirus outbreak in the country. He said that China can score a full victory over the epidemic, which has emerged as the biggest challenge to his leadership. The death toll from the outbreak rose to 909, with 98 new fatalities reported on Sunday, mostly in the worst affected Hubei province. The confirmed cases of the infection have now spiraled to 40,235. Meanwhile, India cleared some consignments of medical gear placed by China to combat the deadly virus after setting aside export bans on all kinds of personal protection equipment. The decision came a day after Prime Minister Narendra Modi wrote a letter to President Xi Jinping offering solidarity and assistance to deal with the coronavirus outbreak. The European Union will host an extraordinary meeting of health ministers on Thursday with the WHO envoy to discuss the outbreak. So far, only around 30 cases of the new strain have been detected in Europe. However, the World Health Organization warns that cases outside China could accelerate. A spokesperson with the National Health Commission has said that China and the WHO will also form a joint expert team to conduct in-depth discussions on and evaluations of the novel coronavirus epidemic and steps for its containment. Let's now get you some news about environment and climate change. A new study suggests there is need to increase dependency on renewable energy sources and limiting the use of coal across the world in order to deal with the challenges of global climate change. The study also says that India would need to scale up its current solar capacity to nearly 30 times, which is about 1,000 gigawatts, in order to replace use of coal. While both solar and wind energy are major sources of renewable energy, the study states that solar energy has more techno-economic resource suitability than wind energy. At the Paris Agreement in 2015, the world agreed to make efforts to limit the increase in global average temperature to below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, and also to try its best to limit the increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius. However, to meet the climate target, coal's share in global energy supply should decline between 73 to 97% by the year 2050. South Korean film Parasite made history at this year's Oscars. Parasite was named the Best Picture, becoming the first non-English language film to take the top prize. Parasite won 4 awards in total, including Best Director, while Sir Sam Mendes' 1917 took 3. Renee Zellweger won Best Actress for playing Judy Garland in Judy. Joaquin Phoenix was named Best Actor for Joker. Brad Pitt and Laura Dern scooped the Supporting Acting Awards for their roles in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Marriage Story, respectively, while American Factory won the Oscar for Best Documentary Feature. The film highlights the reopening of a shuttered factory in Ohio by a Chinese billionaire. This is the first Netflix film produced by Barack and Michelle Obama's production company. And that's it from us in this bulletin. Thank you for your time.